Good morning from the North Channel. With Infinity Channel swimming today is Attila Mányoki. Nice steady pace on his way to Scotland. And as the sun comes up on the Copeland Islands in the background, we have Michael Powell, Charles Stewart on Herta, and Pierre Lord with Davy on Alcoholics. Across over here, in the distance, is a Spanish swimmer with Quinton and Nelson Brooks. We wish them all well today. On board today we have camera crew and our crew for Attila having lunch. Gary on board and Pádraig. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. On deck and always eyes on the water is Mr. Mello.
70 struck them.
Thank you, Mello.
We should go inside.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
You too. How is your days?
Good. We've just been on with Linton. So all fun. Now we have the pleasure of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So Attila, we're going to welcome you to the deep end, as we are calling it. And we've had an amazing adventure with you along the way. A lot of bumps, but the outcome was fantastic at the end of it all. Certainly not the journey that we any of us expected to take place, but that's the way life goes. So we want to talk about your journey on the North Channel, how you got there, how you succeeded, and afterwards. And we do recognize that the North Channel is only a small piece of the puzzle for all you guys coming from all over the world. That the North Channel is only one piece of the puzzle, and that the jigsaw puzzle is still being put together for a lot of people. Yeah. So we're going to start off maybe with just how did you come to the thought of swimming the North Channel and take it from there?
Yeah. I think it was a really long journey for me to succeed, and I feel really lucky that I met with you in 2016, and even only in the phone. We was in contact with messages. It was the first time when I attempted, and I fell down, and I had a very bad experience on the first time, and it changed everything after. And yeah, it's normally let's say it's only one puzzle from the whole career or even in the Ocean 7 journey. But in this moment, I knew it that it was my hardest journey ever in my whole life. And I think especially because we knew it very well that I wasn't in the deepest position when I came back and stand up and to do the final stages and the trainings and everything from the hospital until again when we just touched the Scottish side. It was so emotional and a very long journey. And if I see the beginning, it's all the time I say you must learn. When you have any kind of problems, deepest points, let's say, for each swimmer has. And and you must to know that which was the worst and the bad part, that you made it like a mistake. Because if you see it, have so many people who done it, especially the pioneers in like close to 100 years ago. And normally we have much more knowledge. So let's say it is not impossible. So over there have, I don't know how many people who done it. So it was necessary to do some mistake on the trainings or the organization or anything, and to find this and to learn about it, and if necessary to change it, just to feel much comfortable. They don't lose the focus. And yeah, on the first time I knew it, that it was the problem to me is the acclimatization. It wasn't enough. I spent only like 7 days before my swim. And previously, of course, I swam more fresh ocean, but it's absolutely different when you spend the 20-30 minutes like in 5 degree, like the 12 degree, like many hours. And it was a little bit the difficult to me is in this time, in the summertime, in my home, is the weather condition is totally the opposite. It's much warmer. Everything is you can go so many lakes here, but all of them is over like 28 degree in this period. So it's the acclimatization is the key for this. If somebody is not living in Ireland, and over there I learned this, that it wasn't enough, even that I was in a really good condition. It's you can be fast enough if your body is not ready for this challenge. And even that I swam in a good rhythm, but is the outside condition, because it wasn't ideal for me. It's gave me the limit. And after 7 hours my body is collapsed, and it wasn't any chance to do it. And in the first time, in the first year in 2016, I arrived to Scotland, but to the hospital. It wasn't the target. So it's yeah, I was in hypothermia. My body temperature was really low. It's less than 26 degree. And the Coast Guard bring me a doctor with the helicopter, and then with the ambulance car is waiting for us in on the other side in Scotland. And then I left. They bring me to the hospital, and I don't remember anything. And just I spent like 3, 4, 5 hours in a hospital to get a little bit warm up, and then with the boat we left back to Ireland. And during this this close to half day, it was enough time to think about my problems, which was my mistake, but I must learn about it. And the next few days is give me the right answers. And after, it was necessary to just go ahead and to learn about it. And of course it was my plan to do the Ocean 7. And I knew it that in 2017 in March, I had a window to the Cook Strait, and it's with this background on my backpack that I had unsuccessful swim in the North Channel. It was really big, the press on my shoulder to go there and to do it something like a little bit similar, and that's why it was a hard and intensive period. But when I spent in New Zealand a long weeks, it was my window was somewhere in the beginning of March, and finally, because of the weather condition, it wasn't really good. That's why they canceled my window. But I said that I can't stay in New Zealand without any attempt, and that previously I had the North Channel, that I can do this. I must wait, and I wait. I waited for my new window. It's like close to 7 weeks, and during this time, is the ocean. It was just getting cooler and cooler, and finally, when I swam, it was in end of April, and it was the ocean was like something like the similar temperature like the North Channel. And over there, when I spent these 7 weeks in Wellington, and I just training over there every day in the ocean, I understand over there that I need much more time for the acclimatization. It wasn't really comfortable. But finally, when I swam in the Cook Strait, I had some problem with my swimming cap, and I gave it to Philip after like 2 or 3 hours swimming, and I swam the whole trip without the swimming cap. And it was the moment when I finished that I knew it, that these 7 weeks what I spent in this area, it's helped to my body to recognize everything and to accept everything. And on the next time, you know very well, on 2018, we started to work together, and it was the first time when I spent so much time in Ireland. I started at your training camp in May, and then I left to Ned Denison to Cork. I spent there so much time, so many weeks, and like I don't know, like 4 weeks before our window in 2018, I left to Dolahadi, and I trained there, and it wasn't any kind of problem. I felt okay. I felt really good, and I got one more show from the God with the jellies. It's each time when you do something big. Let's say now we talk about the North Channel. Yeah. I knew it previously. It's which is the hardest and the most difficult things, which can be more dangerous, and it will be against me. It's like the cold, probably the current, and the lions. So it's the first time I got the cold, and the second time when we swam, finally I met with the lionsman, and yeah, it's this cross. It wasn't enough until the final, and it's after close to 11 hours swims, my body is collapsed, and we left back to Ireland, to Bangor, and over there is waiting for us again the ambulance car, and I enjoyed very much the Ulster Hospital. So, but I have experiences the Scottish side and the Irish side. How is the hospitality over there? So, and it wasn't any bad feeling.
Yeah.
I knew it that I did everything which was possible, and I wasn't in the way that I must change both or in the training sections or the adaptations. So it's nothing. It was the only one thing I must see the jellies,
Yeah.
and I have to find the different timetable when the visibility is much better, and that's it. Because in 2018 we started to swim somewhere in at 3 a.m. or something like this. So it was full darkness. And I remember when I started to swim from Donahadi, from the rocks, I swam like 50 meters or something like this. And when you are a sportsman and you're doing and rolling your arms, is when I touched the water and I started to pull it, I felt that I touch it.
Yeah.
And then like a pillow, I put it to my body. And in the next arm, in the next stroke, it was the same again. So it's and I was like halfway between the rocks and the escort boat. It's just the bad luck. It's normally it's have time when you didn't see any.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only the luck, and that's why I say it that I was in a wrong time in a wrong place. That's it. It's and especially when after I spoke with my friends, and they said they didn't find any, they didn't met any during the day. I was the only one, and it was something. It's I told you, from the God.
Yeah.
He knew very well the answer, and finally I knew it that I learned also so many things about it. You know, in the hospital it was a really hard period, because is my left lungs is collapsed, and I was in coma. I was I think 8 days in the intensive care and 6 days in the breathing machine, and yeah, it was very 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 hard uh, over there, but all the time my soul was clean.
Yeah.
Is I think it's very very important. When your soul is clear, it's much easier to accept everything.
Yeah.
I knew it that I did everything. We did the best all day long, and it wasn't any moment when I felt that necessary something like in the trainings or the team to change anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk a lot. You visited me every day in a hospital. You know how was my condition, and yeah, that's why it's so many people is they don't know it. It's when I came back from the coma, it was like maybe the second day when we were together at my bed with Monica and you, and all that over there. We say it's okay, next year, hand by hand.
Yeah.
So because I was sure, and even that some people say to me they different things. It's okay. I read it and I heard it, and that's it. But I knew it inside because I was there. Nobody was in my body, even for a second. I knew it. And that's why, I was really optimist. And I knew it very well that I can make it. It is just something you must learn how to change it or do it for the next time, because I can do it. That's why I'm working a lot.
Yeah, I have to say for us, it was one of the scariest moments to date for us to see you in a coma, to see you with so many wires coming out of your body, attached to so many different machines, um, and being helpless to do anything other than just wait and wait for your body to repair and wait for you to come out of the coma and just wait. And there was so much going through our mind and our guts that it was the scariest moment of my life, that to see you in that state. But we had to just be patient and wait for your body to repair and pray. Um, going back to um, going back to the day that you done the swim, um, we learned you may not have full recognition of or memory of your day, but from the jellyfish stings, I think we've learned that your body started to shut down, and then you stopped going for a wee. So that meant you were no longer able to metabolize your food. Can you remember any milestones during that journey?
Yeah, because I think I know very well my body, and I have so much experience. I know when how I doing the feedings, and in each area where is like the water is cold or warm, how is working, the whole cleaning system and everything, like the peeing, and you must understand how it works your body, and you must listening the sign and the reply from your body and how it's working. And it's like after like 2 hours or 3 hours, between 2 and 3 hours was the first sign for me that it wasn't any pee, because normally when you're doing from the beginning the feeding, you drink a lot.
Yeah.
And is for some period, for some like hours, you must a little bit peeing, because it's extra water and everything. So it was the first one that I lost it. It wasn't, and again, I it's the next feeding time. I do it again, and I felt looks like is I'm doing, but looks like the electricities and the all liquids is just stay in my stomach and not moving to the muscles and to the other parts of the body. And couple hours later, it wasn't any peeing, and I knew it. I was sure that it is one of the the results of the poison of the lion's mane. And I felt that like my stomach, it's growing.
Yeah.
And I started to feel very uncomfortable, because you have a different position in the water because of the big stomach. And after 7 hours, it's I felt my arms. It's I lost it the flexibility. My muscles was really stuff. And a little bit later, it's like, let's say in the last like an hour, I felt that is like the breathing system, that when I do it, the strokes, and I take the breath, it looks like every time is have a small seconds different in my mind and my lips. And all the time when I open it my lips, it came a little water. And normally never before and after was this kind of problem, that when I breathing, I drink it of water and looks like I can't manage it, because when my mind say that, and you do it automatically, everything that breathe, because it's the water is lower than your lips.
Yeah.
It's all the time I did it in a wrong time. It's normally you are not doing this. I open it my lips all the time when the water was at my lips.
Yeah.
It's something like when you see the counts, and all the time with the minimum, but is not in the right time you open it. In my mind, I knew it what I must do, but like my body is all the time is take it a little bit from the time.
Yeah.
And I couldn't manage it. That's why they say it was my right lungs. It was full with the seawater, and that's why it was that my body is collapsed, because it wasn't any place for the air for my body. And yeah, and after it was I think around 10:40 or something like this, when it's just somebody switch off the light, and it was just the black everything. And yeah, it was a little bit on the middle. I felt really painful, my stomach, but it was more hard that I knew it, that what I want to do here, and my target is Scotland. It's every time you must know, when you do something big like the North Channel, that it will not be happiness.
Yeah.
It is not working in a red carpet. It will be really, really hard. And if I say from myself, it was the hardest challenge and day in my career. And it's up to the person. It's have so many friends of mine who is doing on the first way, and it looks it haven't any problem. It's up to the person. And I knew so many who after they collapsed in a Cook Strait or Tsugaru. You never know, but for me, I say it was the hardest challenge in my career, and even that it was so many people say the most dangerous. But you must accept it, that which is the conditions over there, like the marine life or anything. Let's say I'm so lucky. I never had any kind of problem with the sharks like in Hawaii. It's also is the luck.
Yeah.
But you must it's necessary that these elements and facts, it will be in your mind. And because if you haven't a small fear, it's not really good. Because I think this ones is give you more attention. And when I did it on the third time, it was mentally was hard.
Yeah.
Because over there I did everything on the same way, even the trainings, like a year before. But my attention, it was much focused in the water, you know. And yeah, it is. And the other one that we started much later, like a year before. It was we started like around 7 or something like this, and the visibility, it was really good. But you know, it is what I like in the open water. That on the last meeting, we talk about the weather condition. It looks it's good and sunny and perfect. And finally,
You kicking the ass. Yeah.
it wasn't like this,
No.
you know. And but anyway, you know, it is also this place is putting this puzzle to the right place.
Yeah.
And previously, you know, all the time when you do it like with the puzzle, even if you have only one piece is missing from the picture, you all the time you're focusing to the empty place.
Yeah.
And that's why it's basically I learn a lot. I pay a lot for it.
Yeah.
And but if I look at back, it's like, you know, it's 5 years ago. I don't want to change anything. If I could turn back at the time, is no. It was the right one, because it is the most valuable part of my life. And I met with a really good friends and persons, you know, Jackie. and yeah, and I learned so many things also from the life. And it is the hardest but the nicest swim, you know. When I touch the Scottish side, I never felt the same, you know. I felt empty.
On a day like today, Attila arrived in Scotland to complete his Ocean 7, the North Channel. And all the seagulls turn up to meet him. Attila swims to finish his North Channel Monday the 26th of August 2019. On shore, all the seagulls lined up. This crew on board. Woo! What a result. Amazing swim. All of the winds and the tides of the 7 oceans felt like they turned up here today. There he goes. Sunshine. And all the seagulls turn up to meet him. Attila swims to finish his North Channel Monday the 26th of August 2019. On shore, all the seagulls lined up. This crew on board. Woo! winds and the tides of the seven oceans felt like they turned up here today. There he goes. Sunshine and sand. Attila Mányoki arrives in Scotland.
Taking it all in.
Because I was exhausted. Of course, I was tired.
Yeah.
But on the other side, like in my soul, my mind, it was the top with the emotional feelings.
Yeah.
And even that I was alone on the beach, and I knew it that only few people on the boat see me and waiting for me. But yeah, I was alone. But you know, is also the other side too, that you wasn't alone, and this is very difficult to explain to so many people. If you are not doing like these things, you never understand.
Yeah.
Because something special, because nobody can waiting for you. Nobody knows which one will be your right place. You arriving and we waiting for you, and we give you so much hooks. You are alone, and it's not for the public. It's for the few and this very very small common, and it's amazing feeling that when I left back to the boat, and you know, Jackie is waiting for me on the back of the boat. Is after my finish, it was the second most waiting time for me to see both of you. You know, I knew it is few minutes, and you know, I was when I was on the Scottish side, you know, I say, oh my God, it's not necessary to lie into myself all the time that is fresh this water. No, it's fucking cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and the other one is when I was, oh, it's fucking cold. it's really good. It's always in my bag. And the next moment, oh, but I must swim back to the boat. I must go in again.
Get back in.
Yeah.
Attila, you created this beautiful book, Ocean 7. You also have a movie about your journey. The book is so beautifully written. It's you personally, and one page says, "For a few precious moments, my mind is empty yet full," and that was exactly where you were. And we'll cut the video in of you on that beach in Scotland, having achieved your North Channel, and it was a beautiful space, and to relive it with you, and you talk about it. I'm still there. I think I'm still on the boat and that journey, and Pádraig also.
Yeah.
When you undertook attempt 3, and obviously North Channel was to be number 5 of your Ocean 7,
Yeah.
and ultimately,
No. In 18, it was the last.
yes, but when you started, when you took your first attempt, it was to be number 5. Ultimately, it was number 7.
Yeah.
And through our journey with you, there were lots of discussions. There was lots of learning. You had been swimming from you were a child, and your mindset was, I want to be fastest. You had a racer mindset. Didn't matter if you're on your bike on the mountains or in the swimming pool. And it was clear reading through your story, you always had another reason to hurry. And those were words that you had used. And I think perhaps with Pádraig and your conversations, we actually put some halters on you or some reins on you. You were like a wild Mustang horse, and in some ways we had to tame you to bring you to the North Channel. And that was no harm.
Yeah, I think for me, sorry, Jacqueline, for me, the partnership between a pilot and crew and what we provide, and this is not advertisement. This is the passion that we have, is that every swimmer has the partnership of us wanting to get you from A to B across the North Channel safely, and to do all those things that are probably hidden from sight, maybe in the back of our mind, to modify the swim in some way to make sure that you make it, or that you safely get the opportunity to take it. So I think that partnership is there for everyone. But for me, it was even more visible because we needed that partnership to be bulletproof on that third swim. And I think for me, it was really hard to agree. First of all, I couldn't understand why someone who is connected to all these machines in the hospital, that had been in a coma for 3 or 4 days, and was making the decision to go to the North Channel a third time after being hospitalized for the first 2 times. And when we made that agreement, I was as scared probably as you were to undertake the third attempt, but I was fully committed, and I knew that you were fully committed to succeeding. But there was some controls that I needed to basically put in place. You're an amazing athlete that goes at 110% of your effort through a swim, and I felt that we needed just to slow the whole start of the swim up, maybe the first 6-7 hours, and to as you said, focus in on every piece of it to make sure that we're not missing anything, to make sure that we avoid the jellyfish, to make sure that you're going to go for a pee, and just slow everything down here. And you're still, because you were still going for the record, and you did get the record to have the fastest Ocean 7s, which was amazing. But I think we were so committed to you, to your journey, and it was one of the biggest victories that we had as a team, Attila and Infinity, to help you succeed, or to be part of your success on the North Challenge. So I don't know where that came from or what, but yeah.
So, well, yes, in that you did take on board our advice and you slowed down somewhat. You took your feeds better. They weren't having seawater poured in the top of them. You changed the method of your feeding. You listened to Pádraig's instruction on the boat, whereas before it was I'm getting to Scotland because I want to be the fastest. And it again was that focus, another reason to hurry. And as I say, you took the reins well and you slowed down. And very poignant moment was we're getting there stroke by stroke. You know, you're probably a little bit peed off at us telling you what to do because that's not what you're used to. And we're a few kilometers from shore and you come to the boat and Pádraig lets me know, yes, maybe 2 kilometers. And you didn't hear me quite the first time. And I said to you, Attila, 2 kilometers, it's now time for you to swim your swim. And it was almost like someone let an arrow out of a bow and you took to the water in the speed that you were so accustomed to. You felt alive. You just knew that kick was in you. And you arrived in Scotland. So yeah, it was more the impact of probably the teamwork and listening to what someone was giving you the better advice for when your mindset was towards, no, I'm doing it my way and I'm doing it the fastest. You came to Donegal, you immersed yourself in the what does Amy call it? Marinating. You were marinating. And it was a word then that you had started to use. You were freezing. Your coat was buttoned up. You couldn't get enough coats on. You grew a little beard, and you totally acclimatized to what was the North Channel waters. And as I say, your biggest challenge. Very clear in your life that quitting is not an option.
Yeah, you know, it was also the third time. It was really helpful, really the team, you know, because each time when I swim, every places in a world, I am a little bit scary. How will be my escort boat? You know, it's all the time a question. And you know, after the second attempt, I knew it is perfect. And you know, it's a very very important chain in the whole journey. On this day, when you have an escort boat next to you, it is how it works. And it was the really fantastic to me on the third attempt that I knew that with this part, which one it can be scary, it's haven't any problem. You know, in my mind, it's just it was necessary to focusing exactly what I must to do. And the rest of the others that I will be my pilot, my escort, they will do it in time, the feedings, you know, and everything. It wasn't any kind of problem. And each time when I look at to the boat, especially like both of you was the most important persons, I all the time I felt and I see the eyes that all is controlled, all is good. And I remember, what did you say? It was 2 kilometers far from the Scottish side. It was the first time when I felt that, oh, it is not a good news when Jackie came to me and with a very calm, and she say, Attila, all is fine. 2 kilometers more. And you know, it was the problem that this 2 kilometers more, I heard it approximately 2 hours before too.
Yeah. That's normal.
Yes, because we were in the wrong current
Yeah.
and we stay in the same place, you know. And yeah, it was because previously when I had a communication with my friends, it was a little bit different, you know, when they say to me that 2 kilometers, half an hour later again 2 kilometers, half an hour later 2 kilometers again, is something is not working, you know. And when finally when came Jackie, then I knew it that it's more serious the problem. So don't be hungry, just focusing and do it, do it, do it. Try to be a little bit quicker, and you can done it. And you know, that's why I told you is the team is very 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 important. And it's you can be strong and fast, you are not alone. You must think about it all the time in a teamwork, and everybody must knows that what is their job to do it. And that's why I say on the like in the third attempt it was perfect. It was something like the similar like in the second one, so it wasn't any kind of problem. And it is you with the competitor head, you must managing and organizing everything, that on the day you just focusing to the swim. And that's why it's very important the right team, which is help you in this feeling that you exactly just care about the swim. Rest of the others, it is on the boat and they manage it, they know everything what to must to do. And that's why is I felt very very comfortable. And I was really calm on the previous days, and I say I don't care how is the weather right now or how will be. I 100% I trust in the team and Patrick. And if they say that this day, this time you must jump in, I do it because I knew it that they want the best. And for me, it is the most important. Their target is the same, like mine, and that's why, you know. And is the other one what I learned, that when somebody is fell down, is, you know, so many people is say to you the stupid things. It's until when everything is like the shining and the victories, you have so many friends. And when you have a first like a mistake, or as for me the second attempt that fell down, is yeah, I got so many bad things. It was the good side that I knew that who is the real friends, who is the real persons who stay next to me. And it was very important when like Jackie is visited me in the hospital. It's and she told me, and all the time I is it in my head that that how small is the difference is impossible, or I am possible. It's just apostrophe, yeah. And it is, you know. And if somebody of course after the second attempt, and when I was a little bit clean in my head, I checked my old datas, and I watched it that in 2018 the tracker give me the 12 hour and 10 minutes to the finish, with the all kind of datas, the speed, everything. And then everybody say it is for you is not possible, you can do this, you step back and enjoy the life. I was the person, and of course both of you, that we knew it normally I can do it. We just must find the right day and the right time. And a year later, when I done it, I did 12 hour 11 minutes. So it was 1 minute the difference between that you fell down and you get the glory. Only 1 minute. It is nothing. And if you know, in this kind of distance, is a 1 minute is it's very 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 the small dust in the whole machine. So it's that's why it was a good reply to all the questions which was on my background at so many people that you say something, but that's why we knew it, and I was sure that we can do it. We can do it, and yeah, it's impossible. I'm possible.
Yeah. Well, and also you're saying quitting is not an option.
Yeah, you know, it's because I try to explain to my area here is it's absolutely different when you say I would like to do it and I want. It's it's and it is also it's no B option. It's only one. When you stay at the starting point, you have only one option to arriving to Scotland. It is the only one. Because as I say that you're not necessary to find the enemies. The biggest enemy is inside of you. And it is only mental in head. If you must separate these feelings. Oh, it's too cold. I can't do this. It's so far. I'm not enough fast. I'm tired. If you just listening to these words, it's one time they grow up.
Yeah.
And they give you the limits. And how do you want to do it? Anything. It's all the time. You never knows the final results. If you can't say that it's okay, it's not a happiness. It's I feel tired. I'm absolutely out of my comfort zone. But you must know why you are staying there. And you know, it is the really good for me in the open water. When you are in the middle of the ocean, over there nobody care which is your color, which is your I don't know who is your friends, you are Christian or any, what is your religion, nothing. It's only one thing: you can or not, you want or not. And you know, when you finishing, that's why I feel that it is more valuable like anything, because I knew it. I did it alone. I was in the water. It's just, of course, it's very important, the background and the boat and the team, but is if you are a competitor, it's you must be a little bit let's say egoist, you know. So it's the enemy is also is myself, my mind. And in this moment it's having friendship. It's just a target, and it's okay. It's have so many things or so many parts in events. It's haven't any problem, because it's the distance or the time is not enough big. And but like the North Channel is absolutely in this category that you cannot be sure 100% that you will be in the other side. Yeah, you must accept all the facts, which is can be very hard and difficult, the conditions. And you never know that on the day when you wake up on the big day, how will be your body and your head, and especially your head. And yeah, it's the biggest journey, the more biggest memories. And it was the best school for me, you know. It's the good friends, you know. We spent so much time with Pádraig in the car. He bring me left from Belfast to London because, you know, it wasn't possible to fly. And yeah, it was I was more than 2 months in Ireland in this time, and it was necessary to find the going back to home. And yeah, you know, that's why I say is both of you guys, I'm much more rich because I knew you. You know, it's and it is the time you say that have so many things you can't buy it, and you are guys is the same. Is you are more rich if somebody knows you. And yeah, you know, I have been so many places, and I have so many difficult situations, but I never felt in a deep problem when I was in Ireland, because it was enough. Only one phone for you, and in this time it wasn't any time a problem. It's like when you say, or even Jackie, that it's no problem. I drove you back home. It's haven't any problem. It's you will not to hear this every people or any people. So it's yeah, it's that's why I say I'm really really rich because of you guys.
And also me and your girls, the love that you all have as a family is the desire and the want for their dad or your husband to achieve. And Moni even saying, you know, I don't want to make you feel like this way again ever. You know, to see you in your unwell state and then to see you in your glory, the both sides of two sides of the coin essentially.
Yeah, you know, it's when I was in a coma, and she explained to me that she was in the airport, and she was always in contact with the hospital, and they didn't say to her so much good news. And when she arrived to the hospital, I was still in coma, and they fight a lot for me. And the intensive care in Ulster Hospital, it was a really fantastic team too. It was the doctors and the nurses. They did a fantastic job over there, and you know, it's for me they are heroes. You know, they every day they fight for the people's life. You know, and even that they didn't see them before. You know, it's haven't any contact with them. It's just one person, and they did their best, and they try to save the life. And yeah, it's and also is Monica is felt this that how is working over there the team for me. And you know, when I came back from the coma, it was you know, it's the first moment when I opened my eyes. It wasn't really clear how I see it. You know, is for me the visibility, it was so much shadow, and just I saw it that somebody stay next to me, and it was the only one thing is you know, is the clothes. It was a little bit. I knew from somewhere for some these clothes, and I knew it is it is Monica. So, and it was the point when I knew it. Oh, it's something wrong.
She was there.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it was the only bad feelings was that I gave this really bad moment to her. You know, it was the only one. I didn't want it, but all the time, I say when I do something, and I will not to say that I would like to swim like 200 kilometers. I know it is out of my limits. I knew it is not possible in this moment. I feel I'm not ready for this kind of challenges. I knew what is it my limits, and that's why when I say or something that like at the North Channel that I would like to do it and I want to do it, then it's okay. When I say yes, then it's 100%, and haven't be option. If I do something, it's okay, do it. If not, then throw away and not focusing, not think about it. And yeah, it is absolutely, it's normally is step out like the normal people comfort zone is much more and much far, but you know, it's yeah, and that's why it's very, very important, like the family. Like for me, Monica is you know, Patrick, we were at the bed. I was in a breathing machine. It was the only things. It was started to write again. You know, it was necessary to learn again, like to write it, and after to walk. So it started everything from the beginning, and yeah, over there I was sure that it wasn't any kind of problem with the team or with my trainings, and that's why it was really good to meet that Monica was next to us. Yeah. No, not necessary to run around again that for the other conversation that what she say and other. Here we are. This is the three important persons, so it's okay. Do it. You know, and that's why I say is Monica is really, really important, because it's having so many people that after that this kind of experience, you will say that it's okay, go back. You know, it's
Yeah, the support. You
yeah,
you had only got home, and maybe 3 weeks later, and you sent me a photo out on your bike up the mountains. And
yeah,
he's back. He'll be
yeah, yeah, yeah,
back on the
yeah.
go. Pádraig has a question for you that we ask all of our interviewees. So this one's
So now that you're where you are and have all the experience of the adventures that you've taken part in, the ups and downs, the ins and outs, and internally inspecting the hospitals in Scotland and Northern Ireland, what would be the one piece of advice you would give your younger self before you started this journey of open water swimming?
Never give up.
Give up.
Yeah, I think is if somebody knows me, you know it. I'm not a talent of the swimming sport. It's I'm small. I have a strong asthma. It's normally I lost so many chances to be a really good swimmer, and I say it is all the results what I have on my package. It is only that because I wanted a little bit more, like the other ones. You know, I fight a little bit much more, and in this way, I think it is like in a mirror. You can see it. It's not necessary to be exactly a talent. If you really want it, and you really do it, the job which is necessary for it, then you can take it so many things, and your dream come true. And that's why I really like it, you know, because all the time I look at back and I knew it that what I did, it is because I wanted. And that's why is very, very important, this one. I knew it, you know, is on my the beginning of my career, I swam in a World Cup series. It was a different time, different level. But I knew that all the time over there, I did so many mistakes. And it was the different that it was much easier to say that why I wasn't really good, you know. It's because my coach, because the boat, all the time it was different kind of problem. Only I was the fine, but finally the results is they didn't come, you know. And when I started to understand so many things, and it came my coach to me from Greece, and Nikos is opening my eyes, and not think about and not watch it the other ones. This was your mistake, and you learn.
Yeah.
And that's why is when I started to do it the solo swims is open it the different door, and I entrance to the different hall, and this hall is much more valuable. It's good, you know, because I knew it always the World Cup series and the different kind of levels, but this one is totally new. Was when I started the solo swims, and but more valuable, and it was the most important, and never give up. You know, when you were young, it was much easier to say something that, oh, I can do this. You know, it's with these words, you did it your limits. You know, and that's why is really is yeah, just working hard. You know why you are stay there, and you really want it, and then you will take your dreams, and it's really good. It is really good, and that we can enjoy these fruits, like for me in Scotland, and it was the more the most tasty apple to me over there in Scotland.
And me.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's the feeling, you know, it's I think it's our sport is much more familiar, like so many people from the outside think about it.
Yeah.
Because this common, it is, I think, is much stronger and harder. When you stay on the boat, your life is in the hand of these guys. You must trust them. Maybe you never see them before and after, and in this time is how difficult these feelings when you want to trust in somebody. It's so simple to say I trust you, but exactly inside of you it is more harder job and way when you say exactly I trust you. And that's why it's when I left back again to the water and swim back to the boat, and yeah, it's I know it's so many people in the boat, but both of you, because you was the main chain from the hospital who was next to me, and yeah, that's why it was the first steps is to Jackie and to you, Pedri, because I knew it that on the boat you was the two persons who saw it everything, and what I felt over there, it is something unbelievable, and it was a really really fantastic feeling, and the most memorable feeling to me this few minutes, and that's why I say is have so many things you can buy it. It is the moment you're not. You must feel
Attila,
it.
you hit the wall. You're on another journey. You're trying for 8 Great Lakes. We will maybe see you at Hit the Wall in May.
Yeah, I will be there. I'm sure I will be
Good.
there. It's
Your
I will be
giggles
with the
are
same team.
warmly welcomed in Carlingford. Your
Thank you.
chuckle and your
Thank you.
laughter and your joy.
Yeah, you know, it's really good. Like when the last year when we did the 6 hours, and we were in the boat, and you see the faces, you know, everybody very scary, you know.
And you're not. You're like, whatever.
Yeah, and you know, it's and also it's a good feeling when you can share your experience,
And
and
that is
and
important.
when you talk to them, you know, they look at you, and it's a good feeling when you feel it, that is your words is important to them, and you see them that from the scary feeling, it's a little bit getting calm.
Yeah.
And it's okay, guys, so the boat is stopped, so now it's stop the talking, we are not talking in this time, just jump in and enjoy, only 6 hours of the day, so
So,
yeah.
but that's exactly, you know, to bring your confidence to, you know, to these events, and share just one wee snippet of information is the difference between someone taking on the challenge and someone not taking on a challenge. You know, and that challenge could have an amazing effect on their lives and take them down a whole different road to something else. You know, so having the likes of you and other Matthias and other swimmers with great experience come along to hit the wall is vital. It's what makes it so rich.
Yeah, I think it is a good for us, it is it is a gift from the life, you know, that I have something in my package, and I have a chance to share with so many young people who they just want to starting this career, or just to feel it, you know, their limits. And yeah, it's a really good feeling when you see it exactly on the eyes, that to them is very important, what are you saying, and it's like a cash, you know, it's for them is authentic, and yeah, it's they knew it is not just somebody say some stupid things, and then the next moment you feel it absolutely the different and the opposite. It's and it's a good that after the 6 hours is many of them is came to me, and they say, Attila, it was exactly everything was the same what you say. So and you say, here we are.
Yeah, we're still alive.
We made it.
Yeah, yeah.
Attila, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for reminiscing on an amazing adventure and journey. We are so blessed that you had faith in us, and that we were chosen to be part of your journey. We look forward to your next chapter, and we look forward to seeing you in Hit the Wall. And thank you so much for inspiring the next generation to do the mad sport that we love.
With pleasure, always.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Attila.
guys. Thank
See you
you.
again.
Yeah, yeah. See you soon. Take
Yes.
care.
Bye.
Bye.